Hi, everyone. I'm Rayceen Pendarvis, columnist, activist, host of the Ask Rayceen Show, goddess of DC, and the Empress of Pride. I'm here with this amazing writer, author, amazing activist who brings words to life and helps tell our stories. The one, the only.
Hi, I'm LaToya Hankins. LaToya is what they call me when they hire me. Toya is what they call me when they get to know me. I'm an author who currently lives in Durham, North Carolina. I've lived in North Carolina all but 6 months of my life, so I consider myself a native North Carolinian. I write realities that feature people that look like me and my friends and my family, which means I portray strong Black women who have the love of other Black women and men who grew up in the church but can raise hell when the time is right for it. And I'd like to give honor and thanks to everyone that's allowed me to be here by sharing their stories, allowing me to be part of their realities, and giving me something to write about. So, and thank you to Mother Pendarvis for allowing me the opportunity once more to bask in your brilliance.
Oh, I'm honored and I'm gracious. Thank you for sitting down with us and having this, I like to call fellowship.
Yes.
So how are you doing during this time, in this age of COVID-19 and this pandemic? How are you doing personally?
I'm doing well personally. I've always been sort of an introvert, so having to stay at home is suiting my interests just fine. It allows me an opportunity to do my favorite things, look at television, read, play games, and when I feel motivated to write, to do that. So I really have great empathy for all those that have to go out and make the world safe for us, all the essential workers. I myself am blessed and able to work at home, but I'm also conscious that those that are going to work as nurses and firemen and garbage men, they're providing me with the opportunity to be home safe and secure. And I'm making it through. I love Zoom and calling friends and visiting friends and sending emails and spending too much time on social media as we are prone to do. So overall, I'm doing well.
And that's so important.
And wishing the same for everyone out there as well.
As an artist, how are you finding ways to create?
I'm finding ways to create just by taking inspiration by what I see, in this case, outside my window, because I am socially distancing and sheltering in place. And not allowing myself to be discouraged, accepting that this new reality is an opportunity for me and for others around me to sort of reconsider our options. I think having the social restrictions forces you to really get a sense of who you are and what is available out in the world, not necessarily as easily achievable as being able to run to the store, but still pushing yourself to not get discouraged, to take joy and comfort in those small things, to really take time to give perspective and reflect on what you have available to you when there's so many people that don't have that option.
How about
so I'm
that?
trying to find inspiration where I can.
And that's important. It's everywhere. You know, you say you're looking out the windows, so I'm sure you'll be writing a story about a woman in the window and the colorful characters that she sees.
Yes.
And telling those stories so well. How about that? But let me ask you, were there any particular projects that you were looking forward to that happened to be canceled?
One thing that I've always taken great enjoyment in participating as an attendee and as a participant is DC Black Pride. I really feel a kinship with DC Black Pride. I was born in DC. I've only lived there for 6 months of my life, so I really can't claim a district. You know, I'm not Southeast or Northwest or any of that.
Well, we can claim you. We can claim you. You're a native.
Oh, okay.
We can claim you.
Thank you. I feel so empowered by coming to DC. I love the historical aspect that is the mother pride when it comes to the Black Pride circuit. And I have so much enjoyment seeing my brothers and sisters and those that choose not to be identified by gender. That was a big disappointment. And I know it was a big disappointment for the organizers that we were not able to have DC Pride. But I really want to give thanks for all those organizers that allow us, through their efforts, to have DC Pride in our hearts. Even if we're not able to get together at the Hyatt, we're still able to take those lessons from previous DC Prides that we've attended. And even if we can't do all the workshops, we can still think about what we learned in the past and learn and hope to be in the fellowship once more in 2021.
How about that? I think it's so important. And you talk about the pride. So,
Yeah.
the Empress of Pride. I think about all the amazing prides: Capital Pride,
Yes.
Pride, Asian Pacific
Yes.
Islander Pride, Youth Pride,
Yes.
Senior Pride, Trans Pride, Latinx Pride, all of those wonderful prides that I've been a part of as part of my life. That pride is within us, and
Yes.
we have pride every day. And, and my heart breaks and aches, and I feel it, when you said it, I could feel it resonating in my spirit. But I know that we will continue to carry the light of our ancestors throughout, 365 days a year. And pride is going to always be with us. And we'll get back, girl. I'll be kicking and twirling with you soon at the next Pride Town. Yes, honey. So let me just, before I go into, let me just ask you, as an author, who inspires you? Especially with telling our stories.
I think I've always, even though she's not strictly an author that's written about the LGBT experience, I always consider my literary goddess Zora Hurston, because she was one of the first authors to really claim our community as African Americans and present authentically as much as possible. I am a Southerner, and I take great pride in that Zora Hurston allowed the Southerners in the dialect to be featured and to be celebrated. I think in terms of contemporaries, I really give a lot of kudos to Rashard Darden, who has written the Lazarus series and actually has a book coming out soon where he has taken the vampire myth and sort of turned it on its head. Rashid has been a great source of inspiration for me as a fellow author. Also, I really give appreciation to Dr. Stephanie Allen and Lorraine Sherrill for Black Lesbian Literary Collective, which I'm a part of. Those are two Black lesbian writers, authors who have made it their mission to give voice to other Black lesbian writers. They have a podcast, they have a website, they do writing workshops, which I'm a participant of. We do monthly book reviews, we do podcasts. So I really take pride in that I'm able to be part of telling our stories. And also there's so many up and coming authors. I couldn't even begin to name all the Black authors that have crossed paths with at DC Pride in the Literary Cafe, and those I've stumbled on through Twitter and Instagram. And I really think, having been in the game, as you would say, since my first book, SBFC, came out in 2012, I've been able to cross so many paths in so many different ways for Black authors are telling our stories as Black, queer people living not only here in the States, but also the international Black, queer, and gay community. There's so many of us. I'm so happy and humbled to be a Black gay author.
Isn't that wonderful? That's amazing. Yes. And as an author, let me do a little word play with you. I'm going to give you 3 words and tell me what comes to mind.
Okay.
Joy.
Pain. I'm a Frankie Beverly Mays girl.
That's all right. That's all right, girl. I was about to start dancing in a minute, girl. Yeah.
Yes.
Gay.
Liberated. I think that gay is one of those words that I'm of a certain age, and that was such a negative slur. I think that for our foremothers and forefathers who claimed it, reclaimed it, shaped it, bedazzled it, it's not a slur, it's a point of pride that you're able to say that I'm gay. And I think that when you get to that point, when you accept that, then you're liberated. You are not waiting for permission to be who you are.
How about that? Woman.
Strong. I think women are strong in so many different ways that really doesn't require a lot of muscle strength. I think that women are strong in that we endure, we encourage, and we inspire. And we do everything that everyone else doesn't expect us to be able to do, and we do it flawlessly without necessarily seeking kudos, because it's not bragging if it's true and if you can do it.
Black.
Yes. Black, I think black is just perfect. It's just perfection. It's just one of those things that is inescapable. I think that so many times black is used to be a negative connotation, but black is beautiful, black is proud, black is powerful. Black is what everyone wants to be and what everyone can't do, because it takes a special kind of person to be black.
How about that? That's so important. And let me ask you, for those who are following us, how can they stay connected with you?
I'm on all the social medias and I make it easy. My social media handles are my name on Facebook. I'm LaToya, and that's LaToya Hankins, Hankins. On Facebook, on Twitter, I'm at Hankins, Hankins, LaToya, LaToya. On Instagram, I did a little something different. I'm Toya, Toya, Hankins, Hankins. My website. See, I want you to go to my Facebook page. That's why I keep saying
That's all right. That's
website. My website is my name, LaToya, LaToya, Hankins, Hankins.com.
How about that? And most of all, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us, fellowshipping with us, and having this moment with us. But most of all, to the viewers, thank you for watching.